Hey, um, hello everybody, this is Kiara here. It's April 11th, 2020, and we're here again for our live meditation on Facebook. So, I'll once again explain for those of you who are new that this is a process for connecting the three worlds together. So, the middle world represents the boundaries of our conscious self. And then beyond that, we have the upper world representing the world of spirit, the lower world representing the worlds of nature. And as we open these doorways, we expand beyond the confines of our limited conscious awareness into realms of awareness that are multidimensional, where we are in contact with aspects of our being that we may not normally be aware of and in touch with. So this comes from the Quero Inca tradition in South America, and it's common with many other spiritual or shamanic traditions also in South America. And so let's do this together. It's something we can do as much and often as we want. It's something that each time we do it opens those doorways and keeps them open even further. So, all right. So this time, as we open the doors and as we connect with higher and lower aspects of our being, which go beyond the conscious awareness, we also make a link between ourselves. So all of us, wherever we are around the world, connecting together from a heart space, so we can create a unified heart energy that becomes available for the world. All right. So, first connecting with the middle world, the conscious mind, and the world of the physical senses. So imagine a bubble surrounding your body, extending about 2 meters out in all directions. So that's 6 feet for those of you who are in the US. It's a luminous egg, very closely knit luminosity. And over the top of this bubble, notice that there's a window. It's a circular window. And you open this now as wide as you can. And the moment you open this window, you find these powerful streams of light beginning to pour in from the upper world. All the way through the physical body, the prana body, the emotional and mental bodies that surround the physical body. So all of this is represented within the bubble. And then down through the feet into the earth. This electrical flow of light pouring in, pouring down, like a beautiful fountain, a waterfall actually, a waterfall of light pouring downwards into the earth. And the more you stay with it, the stronger this field becomes, the more you'll experience this flow coming down through the top of your head, downwards through every cell of your body, moving through your emotional and mental states, relaxing, soothing, healing, cleansing. Just clearing out hucha, or blockages, or fears, resistances, traumas, pain, wherever they're held within any of these lower bodies. Releasing it down to the earth, feeling the Great Mother receiving this, transforming it. And then in response to this electrical frequency moving downwards, there's a magnetic frequency of light that starts moving upwards, up through the feet, up through every cell of the body, and out through the subtle bodies. It's a beautiful, powerful, warm, nurturing, healing, loving force of light. The energy of the Mother. Mother Earth. Always supporting, always nourishing, unconditionally loving and welcoming. So it's like an artesian well below your feet that pours up and continues to move up powerfully in response to the electrical flows moving downwards. So wherever you place your attention, you'll notice that flow. So as you place your attention on the downward flow, it amplifies. As you place your attention on the upward flow, it amplifies. And you're not doing anything, it's simply something that happens by itself because it's the nature of the universe. It's the nature of these energies, to be in constant motion, to be in constant flow. And as these two streams continue to move up and down, back and forth, you notice that as they interact with each other, there's an expansion. You find that the bubble expands, you reach out to connect with subtler fields beyond the mental and emotional bodies, out to the causal or soul body. It's a very subtle frequency. Some might refer to this as fifth or sixth or seventh dimensional, however you define that. And as you feel yourself connecting with this causal body, you feel yourself expanding further and further out through the fields of life, around you, below you, through all the kingdoms of the earth, and also through the spirit worlds, dimensions above. They're all simply fractals of each other, holographic mirrors. You feel yourself continuing to expand further and further and further out. Now you're out in the subtle bodies. You're connecting with a field that's no longer limited to one individual consciousness. Here you're connecting with the soul of the earth. And you experience yourself as the soul of the earth. You're connected now with all beings inhabiting this world. all species of life, all humans on this planet, the mineral kingdoms, the animal kingdoms, the plant kingdoms, the birds, the fish, the whales, the dolphins, the insects, the amphibians, microbes, nature spirits, invisible beings that permeate all the kingdoms of life. The elementals of earth and fire, wind and water, archangelic beings and Elohim, masters of light inhabiting dimensions beyond the human, guiding us and holding us at the stage of our evolution as we move beyond. Galactic beings here to support our journey of awakening as a planetary consciousness. Invite your own masters, your own guides, your own teachers, your own power animals, creating this enormous web, this interconnected net that gets stronger and stronger as we come into this awareness together, spreading out across the world. We reach out now to invite the Lahinur field, a field of unified light, or supramental awareness, inviting that to permeate through all the fields of life upon this earth, all the kingdoms of nature, through our own bodies, our own hearts. And wherever we are, our hearts become like little points of light, candle flames burning across this earth, bringing into awareness that which has been buried and shadowed and repressed and hurt, bringing into light that which is now seeking for rebirth, for reconnection, for wholeness. So connecting with that heart flame within ourselves, that heart flame which is in the very center of the earth, and which holographically links to each one of us consciously and unconsciously. As this light expands and grows, it has the power to permeate and transform that which is still perceived as dark, that which still carries qualities of separation, fear, greed, helplessness, domination, bitterness, hatreds. All these layers of hucha that are not separate from ourselves. These layers of future are not personal or collective, they simply are there. It's simply like a fog cast across the planet, which can be lifted now in light of this unified flame. So wherever it may be, through all these events going on right now across the planet, you don't have to name anything, just sending this light out wherever it's needed. It has its own intelligence, its own purpose. Feeling this one unified flame of light getting stronger and stronger, brighter and brighter. A flame that burns within the very heart of the earth, deep within the heart of our planet, deep within the heart of Gaia. So it's all about the awakening of Gaia as we prepare for an evolutionary shift that's far beyond just human. We've entered a threshold of time where there's no turning back. Where everything is gathering together in divine purpose through intelligent design, through conscious intention, through our conscious intention as vast, unified beings of light. We're no longer limited in the world of conscious awareness. As we open our bubble, as we expand out through the earth and then beyond through the solar system, out through the galaxies, across the universe, out beyond time and space into the great formless void of the self, we begin to experience who we are as the self, this enormous, vast consciousness that has an evolutionary purpose and an involutionary purpose. They join together. And all we need to do is simply hold that light, hold that intention for renewal, for transformation, for rebirth. Feel those dancing ripples of light moving through every single cell within your body, the physical body, the pranic body, the emotional body, and even the mental body and the causal body. The causal body is known as the Anandamaya Kosha, the body of bliss. As these energies move freely, there's a natural state of joy that emerges from this. It's the knowing that this divine perfection operating within this world, and that we are the agents. We are co-creating this along with Gaia, along with all those beings that are here joining us in this great work. At the turn of the ages, nothing can stop this wave of light. Up until now, everything has been a preparation. Things have been breaking down in some ways, collapsing. The realities have been breaking up that we were attached to. Ways of life, ways of seeing things, paradigms. We've become so used to that world as it used to be. And that's changing now. And we can trust this process of change, knowing that we are part of that, knowing that there's a wave of light beyond ourselves that's working through us now. Waves coming up from below, waves coming down from above, merging, unifying, purifying and cleansing, and then taking new form and new shape, new vision. The new world is being born, effortlessly, powerfully. Even though it seems in some ways that there's an amplification of dark and light, even though it seems that what is most apparent on the outside is the dark, is the collapse, is the fear, is the chaos. There's another reality as well. Invisible at first, but stronger and stronger as we surrender to this force moving through us. Send this light out to your loved ones, known to you, wherever they may be in this world. Send this light out to those that you may not know, except perhaps by name or by title. Those who govern the world systems, the banking systems and the political systems, educational and social systems, judicial systems, economic systems. Those who may seem to be in power and control, and yet are also subservient to laws of the universe, laws that are now unfolding in harmony with Gaia's own intentions. Feel your connection with the deep heart of Gaia. This beautiful planetary energy, the soul of the earth, expressing herself through the physical form of this planet and the life energies that flow through her and the intelligence that moves through her and the heart that beats through every single form of life upon this earth. Allow yourself to simply fall in love with her as a mother, as a companion and friend, as a sister, as a lover, as a goddess, as a divine feminine. As you allow yourself to fall in love with that, you're also falling in love with your own divine feminine. The winged heart of freedom moving in ecstasy through every cell of your being. What does it mean to be fully human? What does it mean to be a divine human? What does it mean to be multidimensional? What does it mean to be a new species of humanity, Homo luminous? We open ourselves to that now, not as something we need to understand with the mind, but something we're experiencing now within the deep heart, as we connect with the deep heart of the earth. As we connect with the collective heart of humanity, a single heartbeat awakening, crossing the threshold of a new world, stepping across this bridge to freedom in a way that we have not experienced for long eons, for many generations, for many lifetimes. It is time now, simply because we choose this now, simply because the alternatives are not thinkable anymore. So entering deeper and deeper into the silence where all things come together in the great mystery of the infinite self. That I am.